What up, YouTube? This is the Boomer Gaming Kid here, and I just wanted to talk to you guys today about an article that I came across earlier. In this article, it says that Drake Bell has pleaded guilty to a charge of child endangerment, and this child in question was 15 years old at the time in which Drake was having a relationship with her. I mean, geez. All I can really say about that is, ain't that some shit? It's like we're starting to see more and more of these celebrities getting themselves mixed up with these kids who are fans of them. It's just crazy. Now, if you don't know who Drake Bell is, he's from a show on Nickelodeon called Drake and Josh. Drake and Josh was about two stepbrothers forced to live together, even though they was real different in personality. Drake was the cool, smooth ladies man, and Josh was the chubby, smart, eccentric one. Guys, I used to love this show when I was growing up, and while I didn't worship this guy or anything, I thought more of him than his trash fire that he's been heating himself up on, because that's exactly what it looks like. Now, if you know anything about this story, Drake actually has been accused of this a while back and pled not guilty to the charges, which I've read about that as well. And what's funny is that I actually believed him and gave him the benefit of the doubt, because I can only imagine how it is when you're a star, even a D-list one like Drake. I'm sure you got people out here headhunting you to make a name for themselves, and a lot of these times it's gonna be girls who would say anything about you to get some FaceTime in the media, maybe an appearance on the Oprah show, and even a book deal down the way. But come on, I should have knew better, because when it comes to children, you got to take these things seriously, because a lot of these low-level celebrities are getting caught in HD doing some out-of-whack shit. I mean, look at EDP. This dude got caught in the streets looking like a fucking bowling ball on some How to Catch a Predator style stuff, and what's messed up is that he was on his way to meet up with a 13-year-old girl, and he was talking about that he was only there because she was giving him a cupcake, and I can't make these things up. What these celebrities don't understand is that this is the age of R. Kelly's and Cosby's, meaning that if you're doing some shady stuff and you got any kind of fame, best believe those crimes will catch up to you. So it bugs me out to think how these men think they're gonna get away with this disgusting shit like this, which is probably why Drake decided to do a 180 and take the plea deal and admit to these charges in the first place. Now, if you don't believe me, check out this clip of him looking straight pathetic.
You to induce this plea.
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with your lawyers?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you presently on probation, parole, or post-release control?
No, Your Honor.
Having said that, how do you plead to count one? Attempted endangering children, felony of the 4th degree.
Guilty.
How do you plead to count two? Disseminating matter harmful to juveniles, 1st degree misdemeanor.
Guilty.
Let the record reflect defendant has pled guilty. The court accepts that plea. Find it was made knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently.
I love how he actually tries to look like he's sorry for his actions, but he can't even, because look at his smugness. It's so thick, he looks like he wants to burst out in laughter. He shows no remorse for what he has done. He hasn't even addressed the public on how sick in the head he is. It's pitiful. Now, Drake faces up to 2 years in prison. From what I've read, he most likely gonna have to pay some fines, which is gonna avoid him from getting them cheeks clapped in a prison cell, because you know if his skinny ass steps in Gen Pop, he's getting poked, and it's definitely not gonna be in the kidneys. But I can only imagine what this is gonna do for the little bit of career this guy was clinging on to, because I can't see many people still supporting him after finding out that when we thought he was just a good old child star, in reality my man was working at Subway with Jared the whole time, and also applying to the pizzeria that Epstein was associated with. Yeah, he was pizza-gating. It's crazy, guys, to really see Drake go down in flames like this. If you want my honest opinion, I think a lot of these kids become famous too early in their life, and they end up getting caught in this young image of themselves. So even though he was well into his 30s, I think my man's mind was probably stuck in his teens, because that's the image that he still relates and views himself as. And I'm not even trying to give him any excuses, because now that all these allegations have finally fell on him, his ex-girlfriend is speaking out on TikTok saying he was abusive verbally and physically to her. So if this is true, this dude has been a piece of shit for a long time and deserves everything that is coming his way. But I don't know, guys, that's really all I have for you. If you like this sort of content and would like to see more, hit a like. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. And also let me know in the comments what you think about this whole situation. Did you fuck with Drake in the past? What do you think about what this low life has done? You know, just stuff like that.